Sue Shaw from Meeting Place McLaren Vale, coming live with Enlightened Tribe and interviewing Mark Potter, who is the inspiration behind Meeting Place McLaren Vale. And you can see him sat there in front of you, ready to be interviewed. Enlightened Tribe is all about community making a difference. And Mark, you have been making a difference for at least 16 years in the region. You started Blessed Cheese just up the road at McLaren Vale. So can I just ask you what your passion is now? What are you doing now in Meeting Place McLaren Vale? What's this all about?
Sure. Well, this 12 months and a week ago was a real estate agency. And it was a good real estate agency, but there was a recognition from the owners that they didn't need the floor space anymore. Cloud-based computing allowed their agents to be a lot more mobile, and they had a lot of space which was not being utilised. So I came to the table. We've taken over the head lease here, and now that real estate agent still resides here with us, but they only use a third of the building. Now the 2/3 of the building is now being used by, well, we have 28 different businesses now who reside here formally, and all of those businesses share resources, meeting rooms, printers, NBN, but they also network and connect and pass business between each other and help each other grow. So it's very much like a standard co-working hub, which is becoming very vogue around the capital cities in the world. What's a bit different about what we do here is that rather than running a receptionist for those 28 businesses, we run a cafe, and that cafe concierges the place as well. So as you come in, you are greeted, you are offered a coffee, you are seated in the appropriate meeting room for your meeting, and we then let the appropriate agent know that you're here waiting for them. What I like about what we're doing here, though, it's also a public space. Anyone can come in without any charge. And I'm often asked, what happens if somebody comes in and has a single coffee and stays all day working? I think that's great. We've got no stress for you to leave. I work myself remotely a lot, and I used to sit in a cafe, and every 30 minutes or so I feel I should buy something to justify my seat. Whereas here, just dig in. We've got free sparkling water, free NBN, and if you then need our resources like printing or meeting rooms or such things, then they're available to you. And it's, I think one of the things I also like here, which again, recently going to another cafe, I remarked upon is that when you come in here, I introduce you to the other people sitting and working. Yep. And I went to a cafe recently and ordered my coffee, and I was surprised they didn't introduce me to the rest of the people in the cafe.
Yes.
And so that basic community here and allowing people to get to know each other, and there's our IT guy, and there's our travel agent, and there's our bookkeeper, and there's our etc. etc. And that allows them to connect and to move forward with their businesses and to refer
and it really is, and that's what we did a couple of weeks ago or last week when I came in to meet with you. Just by accident and coincidence I was here, and you were outside and you showed me around, introduced me to everyone, and it really is a hub of the community that you've created here, and which you've been doing for a long time in Adelaide.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is for me kind of my opus. I've built three other cafes I've built of my own, but I'm also consulting. At the moment I'm helping the construction of 3 other cafes around Adelaide. And so, having had the experience I've had, one of the key things I feel to make a cafe successful, of course, is to generate loyalty, generate a community. And here, more so than anywhere, where we're actually making introductions and connecting to friendships. Yeah. What's more important about this place, though, is what I just described as our Monday to Friday 9 to 5. We are a public space open for business hours. We do business and offer that service in that period. But in the evenings and on the weekends, it is so many other things to so many other people. One of the first things we did had been a real estate agency was our first event was a drag queen bingo night for breast cancer. We made $500 for breast cancer and had 50 people sitting with 2 7-foot tall drag queens strutting up and down the street listening to share. And it really just shook up the town and made people think what the hell's going on afterwards. But we also raised money for breast cancer at the same time. And a lot of our work, the evenings, we've donated it to the local Rotary, so it's their hub now. They were meeting at the pub, and now they actually have formal home with a 70-inch flat screen and NBN printing. The local Lions use it, the local Business Association uses it, the Awesome Foundation for the region uses it, there's a group called Ideas on the Fluoro Future Leaders. So we've donated it to lots and lots of community groups without any charge at all. Yeah. And that's allowed, again, activation of the site in the evenings, and people drive by and see it alive and inquire about what we do here. But it also allows me the opportunity to be involved in the community in that capacity and to link people together in macro form rather than the micro that we do daily with the business.
Yeah. So people can hire your boardroom, you've got a boardroom, you've got office spaces, you've got this open area, and this is actually going to be home to Enlighten Tribe monthly networking events and business events and whatever else Enlighten Tribe evolves to. I think I said Enlighten Adelaide then, but it's all kind of the same.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, you can just hire a meeting room. You hire a meeting room for just 15 minutes to have a private conversation or a private phone call. Our boardroom, we can provide full catering across the day. It's got its own AV, its own access, its own car parks. We can seat 12 in there, and we've had the opposition party in there, we've had Coca-Cola in there. A lot of the wineries locally in the McLaren Vale area use us for greater meetings and they can cope with this outdoors.
Yeah.
But what I love is that you can be sitting here working all day and just jump into a private room for 15 minutes to make an important call, or to have someone visit you here and just have a half an hour in the room and then step back into the environment, which respects everybody else who's here and also provides a sense of professionalism for yourself without having to be a really heavy commitment. And I think the other co-working space I've seen nationally, you sign up to a contract and you're there for 6 months or 12 months. But here you walk in for the day. And truth be told, walk in, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
It's the resources that we look to provide.
And the other thing as well, Mark, you do barista training for school leavers and for children with autism. You do lots of work with the youth as well. So that's something that I really want to get across to Enlighten Tribe viewers.
We've just been shortlisted for a Children's Community Award this last week, and we were a semi-finalist in the South Australian Community Awards last year, only 4 months in. We run every Thursday night. In fact, I've got one Saturday morning tomorrow. We run a 2-hour barista class, which is subsidised by Bendigo Bank. It's lovely having Bendigo here.
Yes.
Because when we do good for the community, they can back us as well, and we often will generate money which will match dollar for dollar. But the barista class, we work with Mission Australia and Junction Centre and Child Services and Flow programs and a huge number of distressed kids. And I found it's a really lovely equaliser. You'll get some kids that have had a rough time and you can actually feed them a skill which, their contemporaries from private schools might be in the room at the same time, and they find that they're on the same level, and it's a great connection point. But I recently wrote an anxiety-based course for kids who are suffering anxiety, and that's what I'm running tomorrow morning. We've got a group of 8 in here, and when I've run that in the past, we've had some fairly troubled kids.
Yeah.
But again, it's a matter of building confidence. And the barista is just an artefact, really. That it's nice to have that skill, and it's a very good in to find work anywhere. It's a really good starting point for a career.
Yeah.
And if you get and as we say to the kids, I tend to divide half of the room into brain surgeons and the other half of the room into rocket scientists, and I make them all promise that in 5 years they'll come back and they'll be brain surgeons and rocket scientists. But in order to do that, they need their first step. They need to get off the flat screens, and they need to get some work, and they need to support themselves through uni, if they want to travel. So it's a really good skill to have. And from my perspective, I've got a PhD and postdoctoral fellowship as a biochemist, and I've stepped away from that and chosen to be a barista.
Yeah.
Although in a fairly lateral manner.
Yeah, a jack of all trades, I would say.
It's just a lovely space. This is like my living room. People come in and I make them lunch.
Yes.
It's not. It is of course cafe hospitality, but it's more of a personal service, and I'll more often not sit and chat if they want me to, of course.
Yeah.
But it's activating the space, and what I love to think about what we do here is that what was a single real estate agency is all still here, and they're actually doing better trade with only a third of the footprint because we've got so many other things bringing trade to them.
Absolutely.
But if you think about every square inch of floor here now, with 28 formal businesses residing here, notwithstanding all of the public usage and all of the events and all of the enlightenment and this and that, we had a NLP training for anxiety in here last week from a third-party provider. I think my favourite gig that I've run here was what I called a Monopoly Death Challenge.
Yeah.
And the Monopoly Death Challenge, we had 16 kids here, 4 at each of the 4 tables, each with a Monopoly set. And every 15 minutes they had to move tables, move spots, and we changed all the chance cards. We had them climbing on tables and screaming to collect $200. We had them stealing cards from each other. But the lovely thing about that is they all had to donate $10 to be here. And they all got hot chocolates and snacks, but then Bendigo matched us dollar for dollar, so 16 kids got us $160, which turned to $320.
Brilliant.
All of that was then donated to the local primary school's library to buy board games.
Yeah.
So it was a lovely full circle commitment because we were encouraging board games and then reinforcing that with a donation to buy board games.
Yeah.
So
Collaboration at its best, and you are absolutely a champion at doing that. So I thank you very much. I encourage people to come by Meeting Place McLaren Vale at 162 Main Road, McLaren Vale, and we are doing a Enlightened Tribe event tomorrow from 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Tickets are still available, and you get a free day pass to Enlightened Adelaide Festival as well. So you can check out on our Enlightened Tribe page for that. And thank you once again, Mark. I'll just do a quick skim around the place so people can have a look. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. So thanks, Mark. So we'll just have a look here. There's a big, large screen, so you can do video presentations on here. A spare office in here. And through that area is the boardroom and the toilets, and some private offices here as well. And lots of advertising on the front window. And here is the Hatch Cafe that Mark does all of this. He's an incredible human being, and I've known him for many, many years. So it's a joy to be back here and reconnecting after all this time. So thanks again, Mark, and Meeting Place McLaren Vale.
Lovely to see you.
Bye.
Enlightened Adelaide.
Thank you.